John Arbuckle, 2.
John Arbuckle, 0. Hello and welcome everyone to Bootleg Commentaries, a new series where Dylan and I do just as the title suggests, commentate. Today we have to you part 1 of the Garfield show from 2009, but it comes with a twist this time around. Dylan and I will have to keep calm reactions the whole time, and if either of us crack, it counts as a point for the other commentator. Penis.
I have a piece of paper and a pen at the ready.
Penis. Penis. Laugh, damn it. Laugh.
Quack, damn you.
Laugh. Okay. Well, without further ado, we welcome you to episode 1 of ASMR Field.
We
Dylan,
are
is there anything you would like to add to that?
we are currently both at 0, 0, 0, correct?
We are both at 00.0.
All right. That's the reverse order, but all right.
Pardon me, Mr. Ling, but I need to find a pen around here somewhere by the computer desk that I am currently sitting in. I apologize. Oh goodness. I am so embarrassed that I am not prepared for this. Dylan, would you like to entertain the audience while I look for a pen? Because I don't have a pen.
The only thing that's more refreshing than this water that I have been drinking is this Garfield show. It was such a breath of fresh air whenever it was first released.
Yes,
Truly,
I love the Garfield show.
Truly one of the greats.
I remember getting cable TV for the first time in 2009, and the Garfield show was fresh new on the air. Remember that when DirecTV decided that they were going to shut off cable for everyone? Because I remember that, and I was pissed.
Remember?
I never watched The Simpsons ever since, man.
Do you
That's
remember?
not true, but it might as well be.
Do you remember Avatar: The Last Airbender? It fails in comparison to this show.
Yeah, you know what other show fails in comparison to the Garfield show?
Rick and Morty.
Yes, Rick and Morty.
How
Rick
dare
and
they?
Morty do the Garfield show.
Honestly,
I cannot believe Rick and Morty ripped off of the Garfield show.
I was gonna say, I cannot believe that the utterly blatant copying in Rick and Morty, they've gotten away with it.
Funny and original in every way, shape, and form. Rick and Morty is not funny at all, and is very repetitive.
It's neither funny nor original.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so we're going to start the commentary now. We are on episode 1, and audience, if you would like to follow along, we will have a link in the description once this is properly posted.
The Garfield Show,
Mr. Ling,
Season 1,
Mr. Ling,
Episode
Mr.
1,
Ling, Mr.
Pasta
Ling.
Wars / Mother Garfield.
Mr. Lang.
Yes?
Would you like to start?
I already kind of started, but I'll do it again.
Yeah, my finger's on the pause button, and my dick. At the same time, Garfield makes me hard. Garfield makes
I have
me
to
very
agree.
hard.
I have to agree.
I think that counts as a tally on your part, that loud grunt that you made.
No, that was me clearing. That was me
very
clearing my voice because I was going to intro the show, but you interrupted with your crude dick remarks.
That was not very ASMR field of you. I'm very upset.
Fine. Fine. Put down a point.
There's a tally. Better be careful, buddy.
All right.
All right.
Allow me to introduce.
Wait, okay. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So, welcome to the Garfield Show, Season 1, Episode 1, Pasta Wars / Mother Garfield. We are at 0.00.
It's 00:00. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm watching on Netflix. Sorry.
Well, I'm watching illegally online, so, you know. Sorry. Okay.
So,
would you like to start, Mr. Lang?
3, 2, 1. go.
Oh, shit. I need to turn up the
Immediately
volume.
starts with action.
Yes. This is why the
It
Garfield
doesn't it doesn't
greatest show. It goes from 0 to 100 like that.
it doesn't waste
Take that.
any time giving us any sort of backstory or just boring material like The Last Airbender does. It just
Doesn't.
shows us
It,
our characters and it shows us the name of the show within well under 10 seconds.
John, who the hell is Heather? John, are you cheating on Liz? Holy shit.
Are
Dylan,
they
John is
dating yet?
cheating on Liz.
Are they dating yet in this show?
I don't know, but if John
I don't
Arbuckle 2
remember.
is correct, I know who number 2 is. It's Heather.
Is it Heather?
Heather. You fucking dumb, stupid idiot. Wow.
What
Okay.
happened to your
Do you
teeth,
do you,
Garfield?
do you think Bill Murray should take the spot as Garfield again? Because it's trash night.
Do you
Yes, John,
even
trash night is a holiday. You are correct. Oh shit, garbage day. It's here.
do you even need to ask if I want Bill Murray to return
I
as
want Bill Murray to
Garfield?
play Garfield every day. That's a
I
kazoo.
I
That
want
isn't even a kazoo.
I want to kidnap Bill
Whatever.
Murray and force him to wear a Garfield costume and act like Garfield all day, every day.
Holy fuck, this cat is the most spoiled piece of shit ever. He has more birthday lasagna to himself than I have slices of birthday cake to myself. You want to know how many slices of birthday cake I had this year? 0, because I had 8 liters of ginger ale instead. That was some sexy jazz right there.
I might have pot on my birthday.
That's pretty sweet.
I want a
I like
pot
pot
brownie for my
roasts.
birthday.
Am I right? John, did it really take you 6 hours to record Garfield? What the fuck?
I feel like I'm a second behind.
I feel like you probably are.
Did you just fade to the candles?
Well, of course, I'm like 1 second ahead of you, friend. Oh, John, you're also 1 inch short if you get my drift.
You see, it's moments like this that make me realize how
John, why
ingenious this
would
show is. So think about it. A very basic problem.
John have lasagna in the cabinet? That's ridiculous.
He's one lasagna short. What does this remind you of?
No.
This reminds you of how we are all just one day short from reaching our true potential.
Whoa.
I think it's an allegory for that.
Look at this. We're going straight into outer space. See, the Garfield show just ain't gonna take anyone's shit. It goes straight into the action, as we mentioned earlier, unlike another cartoon that takes 2 seasons to. Am I right, folks? Yeah. Wait, holy fuck. Is this lasagna Darth Vader?
I
Dylan,
was
it's
thinking
lasagna
more
Darth Vader.
Mussolini.
Is it because he's Italian, you fuck?
I'm not racist, but yes.
Okay, that's Italian. Oh, damn. Okay, well, anyway. Mark it down. We're tied, buddy boy.
So,
This dude
some
is
would say
racist, though. He
some
has oregano as a mustache. Did you notice that?
would say culturally insensitive. I say poignant and topical.
I say he has oregano as a mustache. Who has oregano as a mustache?
Some would
Well,
say
except me the other
this
day.
some would say this storyline goes against typical Garfield behavior in the comics. Garfield is typically a fat, lazy cat,
By
and
crikey.
none of his adventures are this wild with alien lasagnas.
Watch
But
your
I say it's a beautiful twist
Mm.
on what we have come to expect from the typical Garfield formula. Do you agree?
Star Fox Adventure is looking pretty weird. That's all I
I
have
was
to say.
thinking Star Fox Zero, but the
More like
graphics look about the same.
0 to 100, am I right? Wait, isn't lasagna divided into several parts? Are these entities made of several different pieces?
Well,
This
if you think
worries
about it,
me.
insects are kind of bisected as well.
Well, if you look at lasagna, you can actually peel it apart very easily.
You
I
can
would
peel
think,
apart a human very easily, I know from experience.
well, humans aren't food, so, you know, why
They
that's
can
the
be
question.
if you are desperate enough.
Why isn't the alien, why is the alien lasagna? That makes no sense.
Excuse me,
Ooh,
this is a work of genius.
the lasagna sweats. Gross.
Sexy, some would say.
Is this vor? This is vor, isn't it? Wow. Holy fuck, the lasagna knows kung fu. It's like the size of a mouse, though.
Spoilers.
Not spoilers, the audience should be listening. I don't know, Cat Bill Murray, go check. Oh, fucking Odie, why do you have to always ruin everything?
Oh, Odie.
I love how his tail is literally just a cone. Did you notice that?
Isn't
You know
that
what
what
else?
every dog's tail is?
You
Just a
wanna know?
cone.
You wanna know what else is a cone on a dog? The penis.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
that's a rocket. A
Pardon.
red one, to be more exact.
I apologize sincerely. This really is lasagna Star Wars. Shit, it's lasagna. It's a lasagna dictator. What the hell?
Again, it reflects Mussolini's rise to power during World War II.
Is this just a World War II documentary? Is that why the Garfield show is so great? Is that why it holds up very well to this day? With its perfect
Yes,
animation that we are seeing right now?
I see nothing wrong with this information, and by that I
Man,
meant animation.
why
But
was there a trash can right next to the fireplace? I'll never know.
so that John can sit where he belongs.
You know, I would think that these fucking pieces of lasagna would spur more of a ruckus in this neighborhood because you'd think someone next door would go, "Oh shit, a giant oven just landed in our neighbor's backyard," and the lasagna comes out. Th- There's like there's like 7 pieces of lasagna there.
I'm curious.
That's very
This is
easy to eat.
lasagna, no?
Yeah.
Why doesn't Garfield just eat it?
Well, he was, but the one startled him because he said, "Please don't eat me." And Garfield had the sudden realization that he really was not into vor, and he would not wish that upon even his greatest dinner. Because would you like to eat a living being while it's living?
Yes.
I don't think you. Oh,
Isn't that what happens whenever I suck your dick every night?
Dylan, I told you not to go there, man. Come on.
I'm sorry.
This is totally a family friendly uh podcast commentary.
Well, fuck my cock. I didn't realize.
So did John just like slow down that video for till it was 6 hours long? Is that how John makes his money? Does he just post really long, slowed down cat videos on YouTube? Shit post levels of
I think
videos
I
to the
think he
point
just
to where
sells
he gets
I
ad
think he
revenue
sells the
over it?
footage. He sells the footage of Garfield overeating on
Oh no,
bestiality websites.
now it's not only war, but it's also bondage. This is getting pretty fucked up. I gotta say. Look at them, they're horrified. I don't know, I would
It
be
sounds like they're in
terrified.
John's
I would be
room.
terrified of someone who eats candles too, so I don't really know what to think about that.
Are you insulting my sister? She licks the candles clean.
Oh, okay then. It is Vor. Oh no, they run. They run away. Okay. So that's how Apollo 13 ended.
See, Garfield's confusion reflects great literary classics like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
It's a fairy tales. It's a fairy tale. Garfield is a fairy tale. Garfield is something that every man,
Okay.
woman, child, and
Okay.
in between
Look,
want to be.
I don't even run to the store out of my way to get my cat's cat food when they're running low. Why the hell would I go to the store to buy my cat a fresh lasagna? Oh, okay, the episode's over. It's time for Mother Garfield with my personal favorite cat in this entire series, Mo the cat. I like Mo because he's a little shit, and he also acts like Mo from The Simpsons in a way. He
I
reminds me
thought that
of
was
Homer
normal.
Simpson. Normal? No, I think his name's Mo. If
It's
I'm
normal.
correct, is it normal?
It's normal.
Is my brain just deceiving me that bad?
Yes. Isn't it hilarious whenever you're attacked by an entire army of clocks?
Oh, it's Larry. His name is Larry. That's right.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the adorable cat. I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about that cat. I thought it was Mo for some reason.
Wait, what's going on right now?
Does this cat like splooge every time he sees a bird? Because I'm pretty sure he, the way he was talking about that bird, he was getting extremely excited.
Wait, what is
Oh,
going on
bird
right now
chasing.
this second?
Ooh, well, Garfield's about to go Agent Mom, I guess. By the way, I've watched this episode before, and I've also watched or read a little bit of
Well,
uh, I almost said John Arbuckle, Jim Davis's other comic, U.S. Acres or whatever it's called. I think that's what it's called. And this episode takes the same joke as one of the earlier comics of U.S. Acres, where Garfield finds the birds and decides, oh, I'm going to become the mom of these birds. And that's a very similar thing in U.S. Acres, where the main character, Pig, finds a couple eggs in a barn and is like, oh, I'm going to raise these. They're my babies. And they even call the pig mama. So, yeah, that's a thing, I guess. That's neat. I don't get it. Why does Jim Davis have to repeat a lot of stuff? Why does Garfield walk like a fucking shopping cart?
some would
Why
say
does this bird look like it's stuffed with cotton balls?
some would say that Jim Davis reusing jokes is lazy. I say it's repetition. It's like poetry. It rhymes. To
Yeah.
quote George Lucas.
Another quote of George Lucas, it's just for kids, but I highly doubt that because how else would people understand the dark undertones of Garfield? Like the Cold War arc where Garfield has to blockade Cuba from the oncoming Odie missile crisis.
I say this reminds me of another George Lucas quote.
Yeah.
Uh, Jar Jar is the key to all of this.
Ah.
He's a funnier character than we've ever had. If we get him working, then we've really succeeded. End quote. that reflects
also reminds me
Garfield in a way. It
my
reflects
absolute
Garfield.
favorite George Lucas quote, which is, "If Garfield is really a cat, why don't we see his dick?"
I mean,
That's a real George Lucas quote. I was there when he
I've
said it.
asked this question many times, but I've learned that it was an artistic choice.
All right,
It's supposed to make you think.
come on, Garfield, you're a cat. You're a lazy cat who just climbed a tree, which makes no sense. Why don't you just take the eggs and eat them like a regular cat would? He, hey, look, it's Sonic 4. But up. Ha, gotcha. Hey Garfield, I'm watching a very conveniently relative documentary about this episode. Would you like to watch? I love how that's literally the same exact model for the bird earlier.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I thought that phone on that coffee table there was gonna actually play a part in, whatever.
It's Chekhov's phone. It'll come back during the third
Also,
act.
can I please just point out that all of Jim Davis's characters' eyes look like butt cheeks? I've said it
I've
several
always
times
wondered why I
before.
found Garfield so arousing.
I've found it several times. I've said it several times before, but it needs to be said more and more. I just want to give those eyeballs a nice squeeze, you know? You get me? Give them a little spanky spanky. Slide my sausage in between those buns, you get me? Oh man. So that's why this show is rated R. I understand now. And you thought Game of Thrones had too much asses in it.
I never said that, and there's never too much ass from this guy right here.
I have a feeling, I'm pretty sure I saw one more egg than there actually were just a second ago. And that one, well, the one that cracked, I'm pretty sure, like, went right up into Garfield's asshole because I could see it, like, push him up and he got really shocked. You can see from his expression just how shocked he is from this blow to his sphincter, which for some reason we also never see. But if you imagine hard enough, you really can see it. It's
If you
you gotta have a
if
real
you
imagination. Hey,
believe
look, it's Sonic 4 again.
if you
Okay.
believe
Yeah, that's because you're a cat, Garfield. You don't know how to take care of birds. Where's Bill Murray when we need him?
he's dead, remember?
Oh
He
yeah,
was shot.
I forgot. Too bad, buddy. The birds just slept with you. Oh, wrong hole. You saw that reaction. I'm pretty sure we're both just in the zone at this point, and neither one of us are gonna laugh anymore.
I'm
And
fairly focused right now.
speaking of not laughing, you know who else isn't laughing? Our audience,
You'd be correct.
because we don't have one yet. And once we do have an audience, then
They're gonna look
uh,
back on this and
they're
just
gonna look at this and be like, "What were they thinking? ASMR field? That's the worst pun I've ever heard. It's not even a good pun. It hardly even rhymes."
I'm hoping the end of this episode is Garfield decides to eat the cats. The cats? The birds.
Yeah, the cats. Those are birds. You fucking dip fuck.
I hope Garfield just eats the birds like a cat actually would.
Yeah.
Now, Will a children's show get that dark? I don't think so.
Holy
But this is Garfield we're talking about.
the trees are 2D objects. Did you just notice that? Like the leaves on the trees are the same. Also, that cat literally just pushed. That cat just pushed an entire plank out of the fence. Oh, hey, it's a real cat chase. Am I right? Ha ha.
Time for a cat fight.
Look at that goofy ass running animation of his. Say, is he just dodged him by ducking behind a trash can? Are you kidding? Well, okay. This cat has you have to sympathize with Larry here because he has that one disease where the two eye colors are different.
It's not a disease,
So,
that's a mutation.
oh, it's a mutation. It makes them visually impaired. So, that was a very nice attention to detail on Jim Davis's part because Jim Davis made this cartoon. He made this single-handedly. The animation, the writing, everything. Oh, here's the bird. There's the bird. Okay. So is no one in the street there gonna notice the het that's running through the street? Like, if I saw a cat running through the street on 2 feet, I'd be fucking concerned. Wow, that's such a lighthearted, happy ending. Oh, I thought those birds were about to jump to their death there. Did you notice? Did you think that? Because I thought that was gonna happen.
No,
Oh, I thought it was gonna
I'm
happen.
really
Oh yeah,
hoping that the mother in
tree.
Garfield
The tree is a 2D
had
object.
some hot, steamy, hardcore action
That
after this.
that that wraps up episode 1 and 1.5, I guess. So
I
yeah,
have
that
I
was
have a
episode.
question. I have a question for you.
What are your initial thoughts on that
Um,
first before you ask your question?
my first initial question, my first thoughts were confusion whenever I was a child, but now it's just acceptance. I see this as a work of art.
It
It's
really is a
truly
masterpiece.
it's truly a masterpiece. But
The only thing I can think of that's better than this is Star Wars Episode 1.
the Phantom Menace, of course, of course.
Yeah,
Um,
the one that's 3 hours of C-SPAN or whatever. That one.
yes,
I
yes.
love that one.
I
That's
have a
my
question.
favorite.
I have a question though, Will.
Yes.
How much longer until this makes us like die? How much longer until we kill ourselves?
Uh, I don't know about you, but I can tell you I'm not going to kill myself from this because I actually seek some enjoyment out of it.
Oh,
Really enjoy Garfield. I
see,
have all the Garfield merchandise.
I
All
had
of it.
all of the Garfield merchandise when I was 9 years old.
Hey, did you ever wonder what the Garfield show would be like if it was like Garfield minus Garfield?
No, because why would I want to get rid of Garfield?
All right,
So
that's a good point.
before we wrap this up, I want to tell a very personal story.
Okay, you tell that story.
I was only 11 years old when it happened.
Please don't. I know it's going to be Garfield is love, Garfield is
I
life.
loved Garfield so
Everyone
much.
loves that video.
I loved
Everyone.
Garfield so much. I had all of the merchandise. I had all of the toys. I prayed to Garfield every night.
Well, I do that still to this day, so get on
Garfield,
my level.
one night,
Hey,
one night,
hey,
let me finish the story first.
okay. All right,
One
fine.
night, I was praying, and my father walked in, and he said, "Shut your mouth, you filthy fucking cuck." And I cried the entire night, hoping something or someone would come and help me. and then I felt it. I felt a warmth from the inside, from inside my
So what does
butthole.
still
It
mean,
was something,
Brand?
something, something was inside my asshole, and then I farted.
Shit. And then I turned around, and I saw him, and he whispered in my ear, John Arbuckle. 3.
No, I just farted.
That's pretty
Put
gross.
put that down because you laughed.
What? No, I did. You
Good,
put it down. That's 2.
good.
Um,
2 on you, 1 on me.
yeah, well, does it count technically because we finished the episode?
We are still reflecting upon the episode.
Okay, that's a good point. Now, some things I noticed was I brought mention earlier about the Cold War metaphor with Odie being Cuba, and I just want to point out that Odie is actually a chain smoker, which makes sense because they're known for good tobacco down in Cuba, and that's why Odie doesn't talk anymore because he's just really, really, really uh, damaged by the smoking. So, if there's anything I've learned from this today, kids, don't smoke because Odie smoked, and that's why he never talks, and that's why no one likes Odie because Odie was an inside job. There we go. There's our inside job joke for the stream. Are you happy? All right. So, um, what are we going to? What are we gonna? What's the description gonna be for this video? What do you think?
I think it'll be the story that I told.
I don't think it will be. It's got to be short, sweet, and hard to beat your meat.
There's our description right there.
Short, sweet, and hard to beat your meat. I beat my meat about 5 times during that 2 11-minute episodes. I'm sure you can hear it when you play back the audio. Here, you can hear it right now, maybe. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. We'll never find that out.
And with that
Yeah.
lovely insight, I'd say we shall bid you all adieu.
All right. Well, let me wrap this up real quick. All right. Thank you, folks, for listening to episode 1 of ASMR Field. We at Bootleg Anxiety wish you all to take care tonight. And Dylan, you take care as well. Peace out.
Goodbye, Will.